paddling out into the blank space of nothingness that transcends all affirmation. Existence is the silence of non-existence, the trajectory hidden beneath the waves, and the impulse toward nothingness is the reversal of all beginnings. As the vessel of undefined concepts, I dissolve myself into the foam of energy, pushing forward without hesitation toward either collapse or leap. In the moment existence is reversed, the self that is not the self emerges. Faster than why, scattering how, I plunge down the cliff of possibility. The dark sea surface that overturned the old dogma is fragile, but like the passion hidden deep in the heart, all the vibrating energy beats like a part of the symphony of the universe. Within the strict order of science, humans are freed from the cage of all rationality by the curiosity hidden within the primal state, caught between reason and passion, and approach Dirac's sea with frenzied momentum. With fierce determination, the melody of an unseen dimension flickers through the mind, and the known and unknown, order and chaos, cut through the dark night, playing a strange harmony, with all existence melting into that single scene. This endless sea is not merely a physical phenomenon, but an allegory of the possibility of existence, a mystical mirror image of the inner world, a torrential will, or an unconscious current. Fragments of ambiguous existence gain momentum, swaying from the cradle of chaos to the bubbling interface of existence and non-existence at the vacuum's 0 point. Thus, the light of intellectual curiosity, driven not by internal impulse, but by the inevitable gravitational pull of cosmic laws, accelerates towards sweet resignation in the weary soul, exhausted by the dance of creation and destruction, generating reckless courage to pierce the unknown darkness. Particles and antiparticles repeatedly encounter and annihilate each other in an instant, and the possibility of existence flickers. From the shore we call reality, we gaze upon the fertile womb of chaos. As we approach, the intricate structure we call self trembles with the anticipation of being released into its constituent elements. The boundaries of the individual grow thin, and consciousness becomes the budding microscopic chaos of a universal solid phase, undergoing a phase transition into a liquid phase. Though we speak of momentum, is that driving force our own struggle, or merely a leaf tossed by the vast tides? The inversion of subject and object, the reversal of active and passive. Does the Dirac sea swallow us, or do we leap into the Dirac sea? Even that distinction becomes a trivial definition on the brink of absolute zero. The shore recedes, and the crests of the waves grow darker with the color of absolute ignorance. There, the chains of causality rust, and the ladder of logic floats in the air. Only the pure wind of circumstance rages, and existence is reduced to its fundamental randomness, vigorously and quietly. The ultimate possibility itself, an eternal now that has no beginning and no end, sways. We're now reaching out for that nectar of absolute freedom and fear. As our perspective shifts, the veins of meaning that lurk in the shadows are revealed. In the vortex of time, flowing in reverse, chance and necessity intertwine, not merely in the realm of physics, but transforming from silence to thunderous noise, building a new order as if defying chaos. The intersecting shadows of imagination, as they overturn and rearrange themselves, no longer fit into conventional meanings. Scattered fragments gather into one, taking on a moist, quiet glow. This is the very process of creating a new flash of truth, straddling rigorous science and the wandering cosmos in the narrow space between the budding of aesthetic consciousness. There, absolute inorganicity floats eerily in the cracks of space-time as layers of imaginary fog. The mind surrenders to the rough waves of quantum fluctuations, wandering through the labyrinth of immeasurable entanglement, attempting to capture a series of fragmentary possibilities as if deciphering a geometric mystery. Constant logic within the ambiguous paradox, holds the cryptic coordinates of the transcendental essence of existence, transcending the horizon of empirical knowledge at the unimaginable extremes of its amplitude. In this forbidden void, all that exists is transformed into subtle energy, appearing as deconstructed causality in an invisible rhythm that resonates with a whisper of gravity. The internal strata of time generate an infinite reverse flow of interaction in each moment, and thought dwells in the trajectory of equations that wander in search of transformation under its own influence.